YouTube. It's Will from Will Development, and this is my 217th weekly update. I know, I look weird, right? This is what I used to look like. I told everybody at the gym I shaved 10 years off of my face. Everybody just keeps telling me I look much more youthful. I don't really give a shit. I was just tired of it. If you're curious as to why I shaved, I was just tired of it. Felt like it. Hadn't had a nice straight razor shave in a while, so, gave myself a nice hot towel treatment and just took it all off. I did it on Monday, so it's already coming back a little bit. My facial hair doesn't grow that fast, or that well, for that matter. Details, semantics, who gives a shit? So, this week went pretty damn good, actually. All things considered. Next week is Thanksgiving, and as an American, I am going to indulge like a fat piece of shit and enjoy all the delicious foods that this tradition enables me to eat. I'm actually not going to go too crazy. I'm going to load up on a lot of chicken, just a little bit of stuff here and there. But that being said, next week's training schedule is going to be a little wonky, so if you're looking forward to a 2-video, the following week, it's, I'm not going to say it's going to be sparse, but it's going to be not a lot of stuff that's going to be there. It might be 2 videos. Same thing with my Instagram. I'll probably end up not putting much up just because of that fact. It is what it is. But I'm going to take the time to, to write a new program. This one has actually officially run its course this week. It was last week, actually, it was done. And I've just basically continued on just adding some extra numbers to it. Except for my deadlift. Did not progress exactly how I wanted it to, but my form was still bullshit, so played with my form a little bit. I think I finally figured out what's working for me the best right now. Is the best way to put it? Yeah, it's working the best for me right now. And I'm going to stick with that and run that for a while. I was able to pull 370 or 375. I'm not sure which number it was because I can't remember if the plate was a 5 or a 2.5. And I didn't write it down that night because I didn't write it down. And it's one of the few nights I didn't do that. So that's where we're at with that. That's the biggest number I've been able to pull with or without a belt in a very long time, especially with really good form. So I'm going to continue on that train and work on my deadlift with more accessory work for that and things of that nature. Bench is consistent. I talk about average strength. Average is basically I could lay down and do 250 for 5 reps any day of the week, give or take. That being said, still can't touch over 300 any day of the week. Today I hit 305 and it was a little rough. Still did it on my own, but it was a little rough. I partially blame the cold weather. I was having this tough thing where and it's not cold. I'm not saying it's super cold, but it's colder than what normally is experienced in the gym. So what happened is basically, as I was recovering from the previous set, I'm like, okay, I'm almost recovered. But by the time I did recover and be ready for the next set, I was already cold. Part of that I might mitigate by just changing my training and reducing my amount of rest in between sets and sort of taking the opportunity to just be like, all right, I might not be able to lift as much weight, but I can do more reps and recover to be able to do this lighter weight with more reps in in a shorter amount of time because I'll still be able to keep good form because the weight is considerably lighter than say like a 90% attempt or 90% rep, that kind of thing. Haven't fully decided. It's one of those things that's on my mind. I'm working on it. It's one of those things. Other than that, like I said, deadlifts went really good this week. All form is just finally where I actually like it. I'm not embarrassed by it. Let's put it that way. That being said, my squats are going to be taking a back seat this next program, whatever I write. I may write basically instead of 6 weeks, I may just write 8 weeks, including basically 2 weeks of sort of higher rep work, that sort of thing. And then the other, 6 weeks will be my main strength training things. Going to be working more strongman stuff in, and squats are going to be taking a bit of a back seat. I'm still going to squat, still going to be 2 days a week. I was doing 3 days a week at one point, but that dog just wasn't hunting. So I may change it to I'm going to just go with 2 days a week, and it's going to be basically be a heavy day and a light day, that kind of thing, but they're going to alternate. One time it'll be like Monday will be the heavy day, and that sort of thing. What else is there? Deadlifts is still going to be twice a week. Everything's going to be twice a week, but I'm going to be changing some accessory work. I might be doing accessory work for the main lift of Tuesday on Monday, or vice versa. I'm going to experiment with it a little bit, see what works best for me. I may even do, the accessory work on the same day of the main lift. We'll see. I'm not too worried about my bench. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be going, I think in a previous video, that's going to be going more back towards using it as an accessory for the press, the overhead press. But I think what I'm going to do is do more rep work. I'd like to be able to hit 315 on my own, no questions asked. Maybe even like somewhere a little higher, like 320 something. Like I said, if I go through 2 weeks of just rep work, pause reps, and then just a bunch of accessory work like dumbbell press and tricep extensions, that sort of thing, that'll probably give me enough rest and recovery to the point where I'll come back into the heavier weights and be ready for them within a couple weeks and just crash out 320, 325, something like that. That would be nice. Optimal world. I'm rambling. But that's where I want to be. My press work is the progression is slow down exactly where I thought it would, which is fine. It looks like I'm on track to basically have a 1 rep strict press of like 170, because I was able to hit 150 for 4 this week. So by my logic, I should be able to hit 155 for 3, 160 for 2, 165 for 1, probably 170 for 1 as well. We're going to wait and see. I'm going to just keep playing with this particular program. I'm going to readjust my lighter day. I was doing 130 by 8 today. My first set went well. My second set I had to end up kind of pushing, strict-ish pressing the other 2 sets after number 6, which I'm fine with. That's okay to be there. But I'm going to change that. I need more reps under higher weights with that. I may program in some singles somewhere. If I'm doing 150 earlier in the week, I might do something like 140 for just strict perfect singles, that kind of thing, just for 5, something like that. And then in addition to the rep work, but just like 1 set of the rep work, just to get me used to the heavier weights in my hands, that kind of thing. And deadlifts, I haven't fucking decided what I'm going to do. Probably going to be like every 2 weeks, go for a heavier single. Other than that, it's going to be beltless work with reps, 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3, that kind of thing, but all beltless. And then my singles is when I'll finally throw on a belt, because I still do know how to use one apparently, and go from there. I suppose the only other thing to mention is I noticed I'm up to 110 subscribers, which is super exciting for me, seeing as how I don't really promote this channel much / at all. And I'm okay with that. I've never wanted to be that guy who's promoting it all the time, trying to get people to watch all this stuff all the time. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. If you don't, that's fine. I'm not going to try to hawk it on somebody. Sorry, this is a long-winded update. I think this is a long-winded update because I know next week is not going to have a lot of content. And some reason, some people actually like to listen to me ramble about bullshit. So, all that being said, I hope everybody has a really nice Thanksgiving. If you're American, I think Canada has a similar celebration next week on Thursday. I don't remember. I think they have they have something like that. It's like Harvest Day or something like that. So, regardless, Americans, I hope you have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Don't worry about your diet too much. Just enjoy yourself. Get back on it the following week. Forget the holidays. You know what? You plan to put on 5 pounds this whole rest of the year, and you'll be all right. I promise. It'll come right off. Okay, it might not come right off, but it'll come off. Again, don't worry about it. You're okay. You're human. Enjoy your holiday time, please. And if you're going out Black Friday shopping, which I don't know why anybody would do anymore. I used to do it myself, and then it was just like, nothing's worth it. Cyber Monday's better anyway, and now they're all just shit. So if you are going out, be careful out there. People are stupid, and people in crowds are even dumber. So be safe and enjoy your Thanksgiving. Eat the mashed potatoes, put on extra gravy. If you don't, then what's your excuse?